Should there be more focus on the long term, or do they just get caught up in the latest CR or whatever that gets them through the next 6 months?
Yeah, of course, you're right, Bob, that the political cycles are such that Congress and the president even, they like things that they don't like to think about, well, I need to make a change that affects things 10, 15, 20 years out. They'd like to change things next year and the year after as part of their political cycle. A lot of them are running for re-election, so they want to be able to say what they did right now to change things for the better. So the problem is, of course, in budgeting and fiscal policy, most of the most consequential decisions are long-term decisions, 10, 15, 20, 25 year decisions, because they affect big benefit programs or levels of taxation for those big benefit programs that affect the entire population, can't be changed easily or quickly without a lot of disruption and angst. And so you got to put in place, phase them in, make changes gradually over time. Moreover, the government can borrow money in the short term. There's no immediate problem from needing to borrow as we need to. We run our own currency, and it's the dominant currency in the world. And there's a very good expectation we can collect the money to pay our bills if we get our act together. The problem is when you have deficits that are growing and become more burdensome 15, 20, 25, 30 years out, and there's no prospect anywhere politically of doing something to get it a little bit more under control, at some point, the credit markets will look at that and say, golly, I wonder if they really can pay all this back. It gets to a point where the credibility of the borrower starts to come into question. And that's what's happened to many countries in the past. So our real challenge is to get the fiscal house in order down the road, not immediately, but 15, 20, 30 years out.
And there's nothing really in the budget process that requires them to even look at that.
No, there's nothing about that, of course. Of course, we have trust funds for two of the big programs that are central to this whole question, Social Security and Medicare. We have trust funds that are supposed to be accounting in a sense. They're not financial devices. People think of them as holding like real money and stuff. They're accounting devices. They're political conventions to allow the political process to bring some semblance of discipline across years and generations that has some fairness to it, so that over time, these programs are paid for fairly across generations and fully, so that they are reliably paid to the people that are counting on them.